Hi, good morning, students. Previously we finished until question number 5 for Form 3 revision, and today we are going to continue with chapter 6. Okay, let me, if I can just erase this one first, eraser, so that this thing won't be messy. Wow, so high tech already nowadays. Last time I do like this, it will be lagging. Okay. Let me take my pencil back. Okay. Maslan and his friend are experiment and study geohazard. So geohazard. So we know that geohazard. What is the example of geohazard? Yeah. Okay. So what is the example of geohazard? This one make it a habit lah. If you don't know, always find in Google. So for example, just let me share the screen. Where is my Google? Just in case you don't know, you can just faster type in a search box lah, okay? Because it's better for you to find lah, then you will learn faster rather than you just sit there and wait teacher to tell you. So and very fast only lah. Eventually you will find the art of finding things online, and you will learn many things online. So for example, I just type geohazard phenomena. What is geohazard? You can read very fast. Geohazard is a non-natural, non-made phenomena capable of causing serious events. What causes geohazard? Okay, for here got example of geohazard. Okay, a man-made phenomenon capable of damage to the engineering structure, means maybe damage our house, damage the thing. For example, like the flood just happened recently, it damaged the many things that is around us. And we can look at here, for example, what thing will damage our house and our property? Landslide, debris flow, avalanche. Avalanche won't be in Malaysia lah. Avalanche is the ice falling down, some mountain, the ice will come down. Rockfall, earth fissure, like earthquake lah, earthquake, sinkhole, tsunami, and many more. So all of this is geohazard. But what I want to say is to find in Google geohazard. Usually what I do is I do like this. I find geohazard, I will read like this first, because I'm a teacher ma. So before teach, then you need to know lah. Then usually even in the what I study, I will read this one, what happened, geohazard. Even it's not coming out in your exam, I usually will read this. I will read this, and then I will press like this. It's flat phenomena. Then I will read this. Okay, I will read a few only lah. If you want, you can continue. So what when you read, it will help a lot in understanding and also in teaching lah. Of course, I'm a teacher, and in presentation. I don't know whether your school you got presentation or not. Presentation is very important. Okay, so obviously presentation is very important. Don't see presentation as a school point, because you don't see as a school point, because when you come out to work, it depends on your presentation skill. When you want to do sales, when you do business, when you want to sell your handphone, then you see how you talk. If you read, who want to buy your phone lah, correct or not? So presentation is very important. But you also need to know your product, correct or not? Let's say I want to sell this handphone, I need to really know. Then people ask me, then the salesman or whatever business you do, you can tell what is really this product, then people will buy. If you say I don't know, later I tell you, then no people want to buy. So presentation is very important. That's why we need to know more things, including teaching, of course lah. If teaching, if the person don't know about the material, then the person also don't want to watch already. Yeah, and show the damage made to the statue of a limestone causing by a geohazard. So what is the type of geohazard that destroys? So you can see this is a stone, a limestone. After that, oh my goodness, why the stone suddenly become like this? What is the type of geohazard that destroy? Oh my, wow, I think this is a difficult question. Okay, so I do lah, because it's a difficult question. if you want to find your answer, usually because you know it's a limestone, so maybe you can press in Google what geohazard destroy limestone, then you can find the answer. Okay, so the answer for this one is a difficult question lah. We have geohazard like landslide, avalanche, tsunami, and many more. But for this one, the limestone destroyed is being destroyed by acid rain. Okay, acid rain. Just let me write here, acid rain. Acid rain. Okay. Why is it acid rain? Because we know that acid and limestone will mix together and it will form. Okay, so when you go to form 4, form 5, you also will learn lah, so might as well learn now. One thing you know, for example, acid, either is HCl or maybe hydrochloric acid lah, or H2SO4 sulfuric acid. So let's say lah, if I put acid rain, sulfuric acid, H2SO4 plus limestone. Limestone, actually the chemical name is called calcium carbonate, CaCO3. You will get calcium sulfate. Okay, this one mixed with this one, calcium sulfate, CaSO4 plus you will get water, H2O. You will get water and you will get CO2. Okay, so this is something that you get. Okay, if you use acid mixed with a limestone is this one lah, or you can get in the cave lah. Usually cave got a lot of limestone, and of course limestone also is a stone to use to detect carbon dioxide. So you will get calcium sulfate plus water plus carbon dioxide. So of course if just normal rain, this thing won't spoil very fast, because it's an acid rain. It will destroy the limestone because the reaction is quite fast lah. You put inside, then the reaction will happen. State 2, negative effect caused by global warming. Okay, greenhouse effect, and then answer for number 2.
Ozone depletion.
But you won't get any mark, if you say greenhouse effect and ozone depletion, you won't get any mark. Okay, let's understand the question. And state 2, negative effect caused by global warming. What is global warming? Global warming means greenhouse effect. So actually it means the same thing. If the question asks you 2 negative effect of global warming, the question also can ask you 2 negative effect of greenhouse effect. Also the question can ask like that. Okay, let's see what is global warming first. Global warming means the earth become more hot. Okay, earth become more hot. And what is greenhouse effect? Actually it's still the same thing lah. Greenhouse effect means the earth also get warmer. Greenhouse effect, the earth also get warmer. The earth gets warmer, and greenhouse effect is caused by CO2, carbon dioxide. So it could be the difference is here. One is global warming means it is hot. It could be due to other reason, but greenhouse effect is more focusing on carbon dioxide. So 2 negative effect of global warming, you cannot say greenhouse effect because both is almost the same. The only difference is greenhouse effect is caused by greenhouse gas. Greenhouse gas means carbon dioxide. Okay, they say greenhouse because it's the tree to plant the it's a house green color to plant the tree in a western country or in a cold country. In Malaysia you won't see this house lah because in Malaysia it's already very hot. And you go to like maybe Cameron Highland you can see greenhouse because Cameron Highland is very cold, so you put a house for the tree so the tree won't feel so close so cold. The house can absorb the sunlight, then quite greenhouse. Two negative effects are caused by global warming. So if it is too hot, what will happen? So you can say for your answer is maybe you can say is drought. D-R-O-U-G-H. T. Got T or not? Drought. Got T. Means it is too hot because too hot there is a drought, you got no water or flood. Okay, there is also flood that is happening. The reason is the ice in the North Pole and the South Pole will melt. So in the ice melt, the water of the sea will increase and this will cause flood. Especially to the area that is near to the sea. So of course nowadays we also have flood lah. Is it due to global warming? I wouldn't say that because usually if this flood it usually happen near the sea for because the sea water rise up. But the flood that recently Malaysia experienced is probably due to the wind and usually the flood happen in Kelantan, Terengganu. You got see news happen in Kelantan, Terengganu, but I heard that don't know what low pressure how the wind move, and then it actually eventually the rain moved to Pahang, moved to Klang Valley. But before this it always happen at Sabah, Kelantan, Terengganu, which is normal lah. I don't know why the flood can go to Pahang because you know at there got Panjaran Titi Wangsa if you got study geography. So the mountain actually block the rain. The rain will go up, so it will rain at Kelantan, Terengganu that side and won't come to Pahang, won't come to Klang Valley. And then the wind from Indonesia also won't come out because the Indonesia mountain Banjaran at Indonesia so will block it. So it won't happen. But now this is the special case. Name one method to determine the age of the earth. So one of the way to determine the age of the earth is, I thought they want to say carbon dating. Okay, so this one is called the radiometry dating. Radiometry dating using the meteorite. Okay, using the meteorite to determine the age of the earth. I wouldn't but it's got a lot of variable lah because you don't know what is happening in the past and many things also you cannot determine. So actually it's a very subjective thing lah but this one is how they use. So they will say the earth is million years ago. How is the knowledge of fossil used for determining the correlation? Walao, this question is like how is the knowledge of fossil? Let's highlight the question. Choose a pen, yellow color. How you know the knowledge of the fossil? Determining the correlation of rock between two different areas. This one I don't think you can find in the book. How to know the fossil? You know fossil, right? Fossil is like the dinosaur bone, the bone. So all the seafood shell, the seafood, the snail shell, whatever shell lah is used to determine the correlation between rock of different area. If this one you correlation means is the relationship. How you use the fossil to know the correlation, the relationship between two places. So how you use the fossil, the dinosaur bone, to find the relationship correlation between two different places. Okay, okay, how is the knowledge of fossil determine the correlation between the two rocks? So one thing we know, we know there are different type of rock, correct or not? Rock, we have igneous rock, metamorphosis rock, and the one more is magma, is it mama, something like that. We have three type of rock, and one rock actually got fossil, another two rock usually don't have, because due to high pressure and high heat, so the bone is destroyed. Because we know that the dinosaur bone has become petrol, correct or not? Now you are using your car, you are using petrol. But if you say that the car use petrol, then why people still can dig dinosaur? They take the brush, they 挖，找到一个 dinosaur 的骨头。But the bone should be become petrol 嘛，它应该变油嘛。Why you still find at there, but other fossil it become the oil, become the petrol. So by doing this, we can find the correlation of the rock. Because if the rock got fossil, we can determine, for example, it might be the igneous rock that don't have high pressure. So we know that that is a certain location. There's a not high, not so hot rock that happened throughout these few thousand years that did not destroy the fossil. And if the rock don't have the fossil, means probably due to high pressure or rain or flood, the dinosaur bone, the fossil already become the oil. So by doing this, we know the correlation between the rock in two different areas. So what I can say in this thing, so maybe we can say that fossil, okay, how to say leh? If both area contain the same fossil or contain fossil lah, okay, it probably comes from the same area. Okay, you can say like that. So if both places got fossil, probably they come from the same area. And if got, or you can say that if one place got fossil, another place does not have fossil, it has high chances that it does not come from the same place. So it's probably two different places. Then you will ask why. I thought I stand here, then he stand there, means we are same place. For geologists that study, this one we don't go into deep, actually I also don't know lah. But for geologists, it doesn't mean it's the same area. Maybe due to Pangea theory or earthquake, eventually the sand move. After so many thousand years, maybe now I stand here, my friend stand here, but if we don't move for maybe 100,000 years, maybe we go very far already, because the rock, the sand that you are sitting, it will move at earthquake, flood, wind, then the mountain go out, the mountain go down, it will slowly change, but you cannot see it lah, because you are just human, and then 100 years then we will die. But if we are God, we can watch the earth for millions of years, then we can see that actually the place start to move. Earthquake will move a bit, earthquake will move. Of course, earthquake will move little bit, but if you millions of years, maybe it's very far. 1 year, let's say move 2 millimeter lah. Let's say 1 year move 2 mm lah. So if 1,000 year means 2 mm times 1,000. So means already 2 mm times 1,000 is around 2 meter lah. 2 or 20 meters, something like that. Okay, what is this? So this is a very difficult question lah. What die? If he ask this in exam die. Why is water the main resource of the earth? Okay, because human, plant, and animal need water. Okay, that is why it's the main resource. That's why we see some movie, the alien come want to steal our water because the water is the main resource of the earth. Because we know water means you will die, but earth got a lot of water, so the alien come and steal the water. A few movies actually the alien come to steal the water. But I don't think the alien will come lah. Okay, what is aquifer? Okay, so we can see from here is the aquifer. Wait, where is my question suddenly all disappear one? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my question suddenly don't know disappear to where already? Are you kidding me? Where's my question? Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is the aquifer. You can see that there is a place to store water. So we can see there's a lake, this is the clay, and you can dig here and you can get the water. Okay, this is unconfined aquifer, this is confined aquifer, and that's the water that you can get. You'll be amazed that how much water that inside the earth still got. I don't think they can calculate, but it could be there are more water under the earth than the ocean. It could be because you know how high the pressure of the water in the ocean, and the sand need to absorb the water one, you know. The sand also, when you put water in the sea, the sand still need to absorb the water. So there are a lot of water underneath the earth, and see how you want to extract. It could be, I think it will be the water on the earth, in the earth is more than the water in the ocean. Could it be? Couldn't Could it be? Couldn't be? I don't know, but you can check it out. Okay, number 7. Adam carried out an experiment to investigate a process of heat transfer using apparatus shown in the diagram 7.1. So we need to understand the question. So wait, I want to take my highlighter. Where's my highlighter? Thanks. Heat transfer. Obviously when we look at this experiment, we can see that is black color, down, black and down. Black and down, and this one is white and shiny surface. Asbestos. For you to burn the thing lah, you don't want if the question asks what is the function of asbestos, you don't want the fire to straight away burn the glass. You want if you do experiment, it's the white color thing. And boil water. Sometimes this one I think that they are putting this inside or outside. Probably outside they take something to wrap the thing. But there is a difference between putting the thing inside or outside. So I'm assuming they are putting outside They are putting outside here, not inside They are putting it outside. One is shiny and one is black. So when we make both 100 Celsius, let's say I do experiment both is 100 Celsius. When we look at this question, which one will cool down faster? Okay, so when we do this experiment, you need to imagine in your brain first. You need to imagine which one will lose heat faster. Okay, so if you imagine, and if you can pause this video and think by yourself, White. So I think most students will answer white, but the answer is black. You can do this experiment in your home. So maybe after, let's say like I do lah, this is 0 minute. After 5 minutes, here will be let's say after 5 minutes here will be let's say 70 Celsius. Here will be 80 Celsius. So eventually the black color will cool down faster. Then the servant will say, hey, why? I thought white color reflect heat. Yes, white color reflect heat. That's why we use umbrella. We tend to make it white and shiny rather than umbrella that is black color that is absorb more heat. That's why when you go to wedding canopy, the house, you see the canopy for Malay wedding usually is white, and the canopy seldom is black. Correct or not? You don't want to put black. If black, the sun here, you sit here, wow, very hot. The people all down here feel very hot. So it's a better to put a white color one so that the heat will reflected rather than absorbing inside. Okay, so this is, we talk about reflection. We are talking about here reflection. But this question is actually talk about radiation. There is a difference between radiation and reflection. Reflection means the heat come, go away. Radiation means I got heat, go away. So that is the difference. For example, we see car radiator. You know your car got radiator. When you open your daddy car, there is in front of the engine there is a black color thing. To put aircon one, there is a fan here lah. There is a fan in front of your car, and it's something like very hot one. You don't touch. Here got one hole for you to put the water one. This is your daddy car lah, and this something like that lah. Daddy car is at here. Then we call it the car radiator. Why the car radiator is black color? In case you forget, just remember your daddy car. Why is it black? Because it can release heat faster. It can release heat faster. Black color is a better radiator. Means the heat will go away faster. And if white color, the heat will go away more slowly. That is why your car daddy, you can see here, is black color, so that it is also a aircon to the water go in. So when the water go in, the engine very hot so the wind will blow the water, and the water will go back to engine to cool your engine, and also to make your aircon. If you suddenly sit in your car no aircon, maybe your fan spoil or radiator spoil already, or leak. There's then your car is too hot and cannot move. So I got no place to write. That's why I write here. So actually I really got no place to write. I put a text box better. So but I want to make a table. Never mind lah. For radiation, for reflection, white can reflect heat better than black and dull surface. Okay, white and shiny white and shiny can reflect heat better. And one more is when we're talking about for radiation, white and shiny radiate heat slower than black and dull surface. So this one you need to know One is reflection, another one is One is reflection, another one is radiation. It's a two different things. So this experiment is talking about radiation. So obviously is the black color that. And is there any more example? We got one example already, radiator. Any more example that I can think of to radiate heat? For example, behind your fridge, you know your fridge, your heat, what is the color behind your fridge? Is black color. Why behind your fridge is black color? Because black color can give the heat away more faster. So that's why black color radiates. So if you forget, you remember your daddy car in front black color, so that the heat go out faster, and the refrigerator behind your house, the heat also go out faster. Don't confuse with reflection. That's what the student always confuse. The sir always confuse. The question talking about which one? So this one. Don't say you're confused lah. Sometimes also I confuse lah. Sometimes also I'm confused. So we read slowly. Okay, now we already know that. Roughly we know the experiment already. Now we can do the question. What is the method of the heat transfer? Okay, so heat transfer is divided into three part. Okay, if you remember, heat is divided into three parts. It is called as radiation, convection. One more is what? Radiation, convection, conduction. So this one you need to know lah. We are not going to do this. If not, I explain this, then it will take again like 10 minutes. Okay, but for this one it will be radiation, where the heat can transfer by the ray like the sun to the earth. That's called radiation. Sun to the earth. Convection is like the water. You heat the water go up, go down. The where convection happen underneath the earth. The wind, why the wind blow also due to convection. Why the rain happen, all these things also due to convection. The thing will go up, then it will come down due to hot and cold places. The wind will start to blow, and also tornado. Conduction is like you vibration you burn something here, you put the thumbtack, and then the hot will transfer through a physical particle. So the answer will be radiation. The graph 7.2 shows the result of Anand investigation. The temperature of the water in two conical flasks are shown in the curve A and B. So there is A and B for this. Name A and B. Which one is A? Which one is B? Okay. Anyway, you need to learn how to see this graph. It's very important to know why this graph show that. Because sometimes the student say, this one I don't know, but actually the answer is already here. I already give the answer, you see. The answer is here, where black color will cool down faster and white color will cool down slower. That's the relationship, the correlation. Okay, now we look at this graph, A and B. So A is still maybe, let's say here, maybe 17 Celsius. So when here is the wait, this is not 17 Celsius, this is the time. Wait, let me take my eraser. Okay. So let's say we choose at 30, here is a minute. Let's say here is 17 minutes. So if I want to draw the graph in 17 minutes, how to draw the graph? How to draw the table? Manipulator, it doesn't really matter. Okay, in 17 minutes, A and B, we can see that the temperature for A is The temperature for A is 30 Celsius. And the temperature for B is let something lah, I put here 45 lah, I don't want to count it, okay, 45. So this is how you see the graph, okay. The time, the mathematics lah, in minute 17, temperature for A is 30. In minute 17, the temperature for B is 45. So we can see that 45 is more hot, A is colder. And in this experiment, we already know that if this thing is more cold means it is a good, well, I still need to turn my brain, good radiation of heat, good radiator, give out heat lah. I cannot find other word, give out heat lor, radiator. So 30 Celsius is a good radiator, and this one is bad radiator, give heat very slow. Good radiator give heat fast like your daddy car, which is in the engine it is black color. So A will be the black color. But should I write here black color? The type of surface, yeah. So the type of surface for did I write wrong ah? Wait, I write wrong already. No, this one I put wrong. 17 minute. A, this is B, sorry. B is B, this is A, correct or not? And B is 17 is 30 ma, huh? A is 45. So B is a good radiator. Good radiator means it is black color. So B is black and down. A will be white and shiny. So this is how you do this question. Not that difficult lah. How you know it's a good radiator? We already type out. Okay, good radiator means it's a white and shiny. Okay, good radiator, white and shiny. The answer is B. What? Good radiator is the good radiator is. I typed wrong. Is it? Oh, white can shiny radiate heat slower, because I say slower than black. Okay, black is faster. So I should say, that's why sometimes this thing will confuse, because I say shiny more slow ma, black means more fast. So you do your own notes lah, because you cannot say I'm wrong ma, because I say shiny more slow ma, then black means more fast lah. So that's why it's still correct. This black is more fast, and this statement is still correct. Black is faster, not more fast, faster. Okay, any question? Okay, so we take a short break, and this question C, D, E, I think we continue in the next video. So see you again.